Have you ever wondered, does the devil know what I'm thinking? Can the devil read my mind? Is there some kind of way that he can know what is going on with me? Well, I want to answer that question with 7 little points real quick to help you understand if he can read your mind or not. Hi, my name is Maurice Braxton. My channel, welcome to my new channel where it's called Evangelism for God, where we talk about spiritual issues, mental issues, religion, and I bring my experience, my education, and everything together so that we can uplift one another and most of all, bring glory to God. Now let's jump right in. Can Satan read our minds? Can he read it? Well, some theological terms I want to throw out at you. God is omniscient. Remember that word. He's omniscient. That means he is all-knowing. Guess what? Satan's not omniscient. He's not omniscient at all. He does not have the power. Satan has some power, but you can't put him on the same level as God. So he's not omniscient. So right off the top, he cannot directly read what's going on within their mind. That's one of the reasons why he can't. Now, number 2, he doesn't know all things about the present or the future. He doesn't know. Only God knows the plans that he has for us and the will that he has for our lives. Satan doesn't know that. He's trying to figure it out. And as we go through the next few steps, I'll show you how he uses what he do know to kind of get the advantage in what way he can. So he doesn't know what we're thinking. So there's times you know, and that's the thing. He doesn't know what we're thinking. And here's one thing. Remember this point. There's times when it's okay to pray out loud, but sometimes pray to yourself. Just remember that point, because sometimes you pray out loud. When you do pray out loud, that gives him the ability to know where you're trying to go with a situation or so. And what does he want to do at that point? He wants to manipulate the situation. He wants to do it. That gives him a little, some ideas of how he can attack you. The devil is brilliant in a way that he can almost like read our minds, kind of like, think of it as your spouse or your kids. You kind of know how your spouse, based upon their actions, how they are. Oh, they must be upset. I can tell that they're nervous. I can tell my kid is lying. That's how Satan is with us. He's observing us. His demons, he's made sure that there's demonic. His demons are working for him to keep an eye on us, to know what we're doing and how our actions, how do we respond to things? What do we do? Does it seem like we have our impatience is getting the best of us? Maybe he needs to test our patience. Maybe he needs to test, it looks like you have a spirit of greed within you. Let me see what I can do to test that greed. So he can kind of like read the mind in that way based off some of the actions, but then he can't read your mind because he's not omniscient. So, we give away clues. And the thing is, he has past knowledge of us and our intentions. So he kind of can get an idea of what we're thinking. He can know where we're going, as I mentioned. So he can kind of guess based upon the knowledge of us, what we've done in the past, how we've responded, and then that kind of gives him a clue into what we're thinking. And then that kind of gives him the ability to guess what's going to happen in the future. Doesn't mean he's all-knowing. It does not mean he's all-knowing. But it's a lot of guessing and things going on. He's smart. And that's one of the things. We cannot underestimate the devil. And for some reason or not, I don't know why believers don't think that he's real. I don't know why the believers think that he's powerless. But one thing I do know that Jesus Christ has all power over any type of demonic Satan anything that he can throw our way. So even though if we sit there and let Satan come in and fool us to think that he knows what's going on with us, that he's got this plan, that we're just going to go down this road that he has devised for us, we don't have to do that. He don't know what God's plans are for us necessarily. He does not know it like that. He just has some indicators. But at the same time, that's why it's important for us to make sure we keep the armor of God on us. We have to stay prayed up. Because, yes, if the indications are there, we as humans, we can't keep the poker face forever. Satan's going to pick up on some things. So, in saying that, can Satan, the devil, can he read our mind? No, he can't get into our mind and know our direct thoughts and things of that nature. Satan's more so looking at the outer. He's looking at actions, how we respond to things, how do we do things, what we do. And then he bases his decisions off of our actions. Remember that. But trust in the Lord always. And if you don't know the Lord, I just ask that you consider opening your heart to him so that you don't have to be controlled by him. Because ultimately, Satan, for those that don't know the Lord, he wants to try to control you in what way he can. And he wants to do that to believers as well. And that's for a whole nother video. But if you want to learn more about the subject of Satan and his devices and other issues, the spiritual matters that will help you understand and help you grow, that's what this channel is all about. I ask that you subscribe and come along for the journey. And until next time, take care and God bless.